Probably intelligence plus politics? Can we think of anything else that would be applicable here?
Friendship.
Streetwise.
Streetwise could be good. Unfortunately, there is no friendship roll.
Not yet.
Hello, and welcome to Show Some Initiative. My name is Julian, your storyteller.
Hi, I'm James and I play Jose.
Hi, I'm Gookie and I play Patrick.
Hi, I'm Nick and I play Danny.
Hey, I'm Phil, I play Gabe.
I'm Sean and I play Theo.
Hello, I am Tori and I play Erica.
Excellent. Last session, we decided that Gabe and Patrick need to go get some new clothes to go schmooze with the higher-ups in Kindred Society.
Gotta get some duds.
I personally would really like to see that and figure out what the hell is happening. So I imagine it's a bit of, getting your stuff together before meeting back up again. Where are you going for some clothes? You going to Dillard's? You going to JCPenney? You going to my boy Macy?
You know, those 24 Macy's.
24-hour Macy's. Yeah.
Hey, if you break in and the cops aren't around, it's fine.
It's fine. When the cops are around, everything's legal.
You guys are night creatures. It's fine. You guys break into things sometimes.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Jose did give them a recommendation for a place that would be open late and be willing to, rent out clothing for them. Speaking of which, maybe Erica and Jose also show up for that because they also have the same sort of mission.
Okay. I'm not opposed. You can send out a group chat. Whoever comes. do Danny and Theo, or do they see the text after dropping off the hostage and they're just like, no, we're fine on clothes. We're dressed to the tens. And Theo has a poorly fitted suit and Danny's dressed in what, a leisure suit? What did you call them? Balloon suits? I don't remember.
Zoot suits?
Zoot suits.
Oh,
He's not in fact dressed in a zoot suit, but that's not great.
Not quite the right era.
Hey, wear a zoot suit or we'll riot.
Okay, he said he's not wearing a zoot suit. That doesn't mean he doesn't own a zoot suit.
Exactly.
That is factual, yeah.
All right, so I guess Gabe's going to send out a text to everyone saying, hey, if you need some new clothes, meet up at whatever the place is called that Jose mentioned at whatever time is appropriate for this scene.
Oh my gosh. Very non-specific. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, is this place that you're talking about a private residence, a CD store? What sort of thing does he have in mind?
I think he has it in with a local tailor, if that makes sense. And he knows that because Jose runs a bar, that sometimes Jose will send a text about, hey, I need something on the fancier side and I don't have time to pick it up during the day. Do you mind if you stick around a bit late and let me and some friends do some browsing? And Jose basically pays more than what is asked for every time just to keep up relations and to keep him from asking too many questions.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Opened a bit late and it's at 4 a.m. or something.
I mean, they're late.
Hey, if you pay well enough, people will do things.
Guess so.
So,
the 3 dots I put into resources has to be good for something.
Agreed. So you all meet up at this really small kind of hole-in-the-wall tailor. It doesn't even have a light-up sign. It's just a little decal on the door. And you find, sure enough, it is open. So, do you all waltz inside?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say before you go in?
Alright, so are we looking to blend in or stick out here?
Hi, what's the formality of this gathering?
The people I'm thinking about talking to enjoy uniqueness over tradition. So something a little flashier might do.
I see.
Understood.
Yes, flashy Patrick's expertise.
Gabe and Patrick immediately start sweating. Oh god, oh fuck.
Oh no.
So you go in and you find she's an older woman, maybe 50s, 60s. She's been doing this for a while, but she really enjoys her work. Oh, hi, yeah. Hello, Mr. Jose. These are your friends you're talking about?
Yes, thank you once again for helping me out on such short notice. And he's gonna kind of walk up and hug her and do like the kiss on each cheek sort of thing.
Very European.
Here's the thing. If you're this familiar with this NPC, what's her name?
What's her name,
Mr. Almanza, please introduce you to your lovely friend.
I'm just trying to think of a good Hispanic name, because I think Jose probably knows like old Hispanic lady who's willing to put up with this bullshit.
Esperanza?
That's on her business card.
Esperanza, yeah.
Her name's Hope.
Oh,
I remember I wrote a book about Esperanza in middle school.
So, Miss Esperanza allows you guys to look around. She does everything here by hand, and she does spruce things up a little bit more than what's on the pattern. She adds embroidery, things like that. It's really sweet. You find anything from tacky little sweaters to pretty impressive suits. So what do your characters have in mind versus what do they actually find? That's something you're gonna have to roll. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Who's here, by the way?
Anyone who wants to show
Yeah,
up.
who all is here?
After a whole bunch of people started talking, I was like, oh, is everyone going?
I know for sure Jose, Patrick, Gabe, and Erica. But are Danny and Theo going to be there?
I would love to insert Theo there. He's not here to actually get close. He's here to watch.
Wonderful.
He grabs the first thing that he thinks is okay enough, and then just stands in the size.
Okay, and is Danny going to be here?
I guess, yeah. Everybody's here.
Hell yeah! Group shopping trip!
Group shopping trip!
Montage time!
Because the last one we did ended up so well.
That's fine.
Exactly.
At least 3 teeth being knocked out.
Okay, so going through, how about, let's roll first, and then we'll decide what you guys get.
Mm-hmm.
How about just basic charisma plus expression? I feel like that's a good roll here.
Oof.
Because you're choosing how to express yourself.
Could I get a lower ob because I shop here often?
I would say no, because it's not up to you what she makes.
True.
It's just luck of the draw.
Oof.
Hmm.
Hey, what's up, Butch?
Alright, what type of roll is this? Again?
Charisma and expression.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
Oh, expression. It's way lower than I thought.
The introvert computer programmer doesn't have a lot of expression?
Ooh.
I would have thought.
Oh boy, these rolls.
Hey, Thea can join me here in failure.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
That's physically painful.
Ouch.
oh.
Wow.
Jeez, why do you have 4 ob?
Hi, voice.
I do not know what this means, but I trust you.
It's a merit. Her fucking enchanting voice, the merit that I have, reduces ups by 2.
Jeez,
Well,
that's
shopping?
pretty good.
3
Okay.
ones, though. Oof.
So going down the line,
Woof.
what did you roll?
Jose got 3.
I rolled 2 7s, which would usually be 2 successes. However, since I don't have expression, my ob is 8, so I rolled a big fat 0. That's a failure, baby.
I got 1 success. So I rolled 3 1s.
Gabe got 4 successes.
Theo got 0 as well.
Woo!
To be fair, he's not trying. Explicitly, he's not trying. Not that he would have done well otherwise, but you know.
But you have an in-character reason.
An
for
excuse.
the failure. Yeah.
And then Erica.
Erica got 4.
Okay, so I'll say anyone who got more than a 1, you find something very unique and very interesting. What that might be is up to you, whether it's a nice little accent piece or a good jacket or something like that. However, those of you who did not roll higher than a 1, which is a surprising number, I would say your taste might be a little questionable. You might find something a little tacky and think, oh, this is it. This is what's going to make me stand out in high Camarilla society. And I'm really hoping that some of you guys choose something fun.
Okay.
Does anyone have any idea what they would like to pick out this fine evening?
Yes. So, Patrick was going definitely for something more muted, since he's not a bit of he's not into the flashy things. Now
So-
I am torn whether I go for the he finds a plaid flannel suit jacket or
Oh no.
or you know the little thingy Miles Edgeworth has in the Phoenix Rising?
Yes.
Ascot?
A
Yes.
cravat?
Oh,
Yes.
a cravat, yes, not Ascot.
No.
He sees it and is like, oh yes, this is a fancy thing. This is something I could use to stand out. I mean, just with
Fucking cravat.
with the regular shirt and suit, just like the cravat. Big buffet one too. Just
Right, no, but the fact that Ace Attorney thinks that prosecutors all wear cravats infuriates me, but that's a side note.
That's incredibly specific too. It's an incredibly specific pet peeve.
Guys, it's just how the Japanese legal system
Well,
is. You have to wear cravats.
I mean,
It's like that
British
big powdered
they still
wigs
wear
in
fucking
some places.
wigs, so
just how it is.
Okay, so Patrick, what are you going to decide on, the cravat or the flannel suit jacket?
Or
Can I
both.
put it? Can I put it to an audience vote? What are we feeling?
Oh yeah,
here?
sure. You take these out. You find them after a few minutes of browsing. You're like, oh, fuck yeah! So you go run up to your friends, one in each hand.
So on one hand, flannel suit jacket makes you look like a 1960s game show host.
Is that good? That's good, right?
Definitely.
Well, that was
good.
James saying that. Jose would not.
makes it stand out, I guess.
It certainly is unique.
Which was, I think, part of the instructions. Or the cravat, the big puffy thing. Ruffles, plaid. Ruffles, plaid. Both.
I think the funniest option is both of them together.
You know, I'd say just go with the plaid. It suits you.
Thanks.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Da, da, da.
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Patrick. That cravat, that is quite classy.
Now,
I'm sure you believe that.
see, I've been around in, well, human society a lot more recently than most of y'all. I don't know if that's still. I'm astonished that this lady has something like this here.
You hear her pipe up in the back. I get bored sometimes.
A mood though.
It's really more of a
Yeah,
costume
that's
than some formal wear nowadays.
Well, if I must say, Pastor Gabe, we aren't exactly going to a human event, are we?
True. You got me there.
That is true. The elders, well, not that it really matters much, I don't think. Elders just kind of wear what they want, so... It's probably older than you are, whatever it is. God. 20, 30 years ago, I once went to a meeting in Europe. They had with some of the kindred there, some of the real old Camarilla types. There was a guy who insisted on attending the event wearing his breastplate. You know, like the armor from like the Middle Ages.
Huh.
I mean, he's well protected at least, right?
Against
A
swords,
practical
sure.
fellow.
Don't really do a whole lot against guns.
But to be fair, guns don't do a lot against us to begin with.
Also true.
Hi, Mr. Patrick. I think that you can pull off either of these.
No, Theo hasn't said jack shit. What does Theo think? Or is Theo just to the side trying not to laugh too loudly?
Trying to figure out which one's better.
In other words, which one's worse?
Exactly.
You vote now on your phones.
Vote now on our Twitter, on our poll that we have open.
I was gonna say we can do a Twitter poll.
On the poll that we have.
Yeah, send an ad at us on which one you would have liked. Anyway, Patrick, you gotta choose which one you going for here.
Both.
I mean, it's gotta be both.
Yeah!
Okay, Patrick has made his decision.
Hell yeah.
He nods firmly and walks up towards the counter with his purchase. What are the rest of you getting?
So, I know exactly what, with his one success, I know exactly what days are. Considering your definition of that is questionable taste. So yeah, I think, I think Danny's gonna return to his roots, right? And he's gonna get the most painfully 70s suit
Hell yes.
that you can imagine. Like you take it's a kind of suit where you take one look at it and you can actually fucking like a ghost, right? You can hear Austin Powers going, "Oh yes, baby," just fucking looking at it. Like here, because to kind of describe it, because it's that I don't know what it's called, but it's that type of suit where it has like it's almost it's a suit jacket, but it almost looks like an overcoat, right? Where it has like the big wide like open chest, right, and the pockets, like the big pockets on the side, and the big flared out like fucking almost like bell bottom like pants.
Oh no, unfair.
Right, like yeah. Well, here I have an image.
Oh.
Yes.
This won't carry over to the audio, unfortunately.
It's gotta be patterned. It has to have like a paisley shirt too.
Yeah, like this.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Love it. Love it.
Yes.
It's all
Oh,
about
boy.
what tacky shirt he's gonna wear underneath, though.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna make it.
I think it's 100% the guy in the middle there. So it's this all like light blue suit, right? With like the wide open chest and like the fucking shirt underneath, right? The like kind of like red, like I wouldn't call that plaid. What is that? Is that
Red and white checkered?
checkered? Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Like the red and white checkered shirt, right? Underneath it.
Oh, I'll look if
And
I've ever seen one.
Yes.
It is definitely one of the looks. But yeah, I think Dan rings us up, and he nods approvingly, right?
Oh boy. So who else is making a fun purchase this afternoon?
So we're not trying to like be other people. Like we're gonna be genuinely ourselves here, right? We're not disguising or hiding our identities.
I'd say that's accurate.
Okay. I think I don't know how this is going to play over, but Gabe is going to lean into the pastor thing, I think.
I see.
And just get the most, like... what is this expression? He's going to go for... Not pastor necessarily. He's going to go... I don't know. Is this almost like half costume shop? Because if so, like, can we go for like medieval bishop robe kind of thing? Like with the mitre hat?
Oh.
Bishop robe.
I will say, while she does do normal clothes, she has a very small costume section where you could probably find or request something.
Either that or
Oh, look at this.
the very old school Protestant pastor that had the huge ruffle collar on. Here's a photo.
Ruffle collar.
Yeah, I think I'm going with the ruffle collar thing. And like this last image I posted.
She definitely has some ruffle collars available for purchase.
Almost Shakespearean.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Who else is making a purchase? But at least 3 of you are, I know that. Come on.
I'm just waiting for the zeros to go, perhaps.
Oh yeah, zeros.
I don't know clothing very well. The thing I can think that I thought of is just like the most boring professor vibes of just like the
A tweed jacket with those weird little arm patches.
Yeah.
Lame.
Glasses he doesn't even need.
A pipe for some reason.
A pipe for some reason.
He doesn't
Just
smoke.
freaking dressing like Professor Plum from Clue.
That's all I can think of.
Hell yeah.
Other,
Okay.
yeah.
Then Erica and Jose.
So, I'm also torn between two ideas for Erica. Thinking
Okay.
either like, full disclosure, she has like a full Victorian evening gown at home because
Excellent.
why wouldn't she?
Yeah.
So I'm torn between like a masquerade mask or a silk parasol to like.
Ooh.
What do you guys think?
Silk parasol sounds very nice.
If it's indoors, I don't know if a parasol
Yeah. That's
would be
good.
good.
Yeah.
But she could hit people.
I like the mask a lot.
Yes, that's
Mask
pretty
is
good.
very good. No, it's an
In
okay
that
movie.
case-
Not my favorite.
Erica picks up the Jim Carrey mask and becomes the mask. No, in that case, she gets like a masquerade mask, I guess. That's all I can really think of.
Hell yeah. And then finally Jose.
I think Jose finds sort of like one of those like mariachi suit jackets, the ones that don't go like all the way down, but are like a nice black suit with like a lot of silver embroidery across it, just for that bit of flash.
I like that a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you all pay and leave. What is your plan from here with your newfound costumes?
Well, Jose, what's the party? Lead it the way.
Yeah, I assume Jose's been around the block long enough to know if there's like a main meeting spot for like high society Camarilla folk.
Oh, there absolutely is. There are clubs you could go to. There are buildings that host private parties. It's just a matter of knowing who in order to get in.
Yeah. Jose's going to choose something a bit more on the club side because that kind of hits closer to where he falls in terms of hierarchy. And he's like been around for a while, so he's certainly done a lot of work and favors for people. So he's just going to choose someone he has done a little bit of work for and would like tolerate him bringing some people around.
Okay. I would say, could you please roll me... politics is related to kindred politics. So I'm thinking charisma and politics there.
So glad I took a point in politics.
To be fair, you seem to be the adult of the group who has points in finances and politics. What else do you have a point in? Probably like...
safety.
Yeah, point in safety.
Medicine.
That'll come in handy one day.
Etiquette.
I have points in medicine.
Yeah, etiquette is nice.
Points in law, medicine, and politics.
Oh, also, Erica's gonna have to go home and change into her ball gown.
Oh, hell yes.
Hell yes.
You all take a moment and change. So,
Yeah, Jose, I rolled a 1 and I'll use my last bit of willpower for tonight and make that 2 successes.
I would say you for sure know of a smaller club where you could get all 6 of you into. It is frequented by some higher up, like mid-tier harpies, which is good, especially for your little mission you got going on here. But it is a little difficult to get everyone in.
Aside, remind me what a harpy is. They are like the movers and shakers culturally?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're able to escort everyone there. And after some haggling with the the bouncer, that's the name for it. That's the normal human name for it, not the doorkeeper. What the fuck was I about to say?
Okay, I thought you said dork, like dork at the door.
The dork at the door.
I was like, wow, Julian's been really mean to this NPC. We haven't even met them yet.
It's archaic. It says to enter the club, you must first pass the doorkeeper.
It sounds like something made up in like it's like the version of English where someone wanted to remove all of the French influence or something to make it just purely Germanic language. A lot of weird, like, compound words like that. It's a thing.
Huh.
Anyway.
But this bar is called... this bar is called the Bloodhound, and is well known for their kindred society parties. And it's typically, a mixture between a bar and kind of like a club of, dancing, having fun, shooting the shit with your pals. So it's pretty busy, especially for this point in the night, which is saying something because it's like, 5 a.m. by now?
Mm-hmm.
So you go in, it's surprisingly well lit, very clean, very sophisticated, like a very good faux lumberjack theme of animals that have been hunted, the heads up on the wall. You got some flannel here and there, like flannel seats. You have
Patrick Fitzsimmons.
now there are no fake fireplaces. There are no fireplaces of any kind. We don't want to set off any alarm bells here.
That's good.
Just a painting of one.
And a very small corner where people seem to be dancing. I mean, I say seem to be, they are dancing.
Or so you think.
And it's a very relaxed but refined vibe.
Okay. Just kind of chilling. Just kind of vibing.
Just chilling.
What is you guys' group plan here?
So, Jose, you brought us here, you said something else missing. Haven't really done this whole Camarilla business before, so what does it entail exactly?
A lot of it is, at least here, if you've got interesting stories that make you seem interesting or powerful, start with those.
Okay.
Make yourself seem larger than life. Then you start slipping in the information we want people to start talking about. Simple as that. Good starting point. We are working a secret mission for the prince. You could always slip it into a conversation as if you've tripped up your words and you weren't supposed to be talking about it. They'll then let them pry it out of you.
Would it be wise to maybe pair up for this? I feel like a whole group of 6 is kind of a lot to come to a club and move around together.
Smaller groups are probably smarter, yes.
Maybe just split 3 and 3.
3 and 3.
I don't know if I got a lot of stories to share, but I can be a wingman.
Well, I got plenty, so let's get to it.
I got plenty. Go fuck yourself.
Could it be me?
And yeah, I mean, I think Danny's pretty much just gonna slip into the crowd, right, and start fucking partying.
Hell yeah, who's pairing up with who?
I call Gabe, since I think I'm the most likely
Dibs
to
on
put
Gabe.
my foot on my mouth, and Gabe has the. I call Danny. I'm the most likely to put my foot in my mouth, and Danny.
Well, Gabe's a talker, but he's not a wise.
I think it would be
Kindred.
smart to separate into sets of 3 with Jose and Danny at the lead, because they're the people that actually know what's going on in Camarilla
Fair
society.
enough.
Yeah, I'm saying this is
That
Danny's
makes sense.
fucking natural environment. So like this is he's used to this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Eric is gonna follow Danny onto the dance floor.
All right, so Erica,
Patrick.
Danny, and Patrick,
Mhm.
and Jose, Gabe,
Then
and Theo.
Jose, Theo, Gabe.
Sounds good.
Ooh, new groups.
New
Yeah.
groups.
Nice mix
Okay.
up. I like it.
New group
May I
drop.
please have everyone roll charisma plus. How are we feeling? How are we feeling with this? Are we feeling subterfuge because we're lying? Or are we feeling empathy, trying to get people in? Definitely a charisma roll, but I'm open to interpretations.
Performance, perhaps?
I would allow performance.
Performance would also work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on how. It depends. Not etiquette. It depends on how you're trying to go about it. Like performance is like getting up on the table and being like, "Hey, everybody!" Like you want to hear some shit, right? Because it's about being like, because I would say that's performance, right? Whereas like expression or like subterfuge is like, tap on the shoulder over a drink, whisper in the ear, "Hey, did you hear about this?" Right?
And empathy would be.
I think it's more.
And I will say, you don't have to roll as like your group of 3. It can be each individual person playing like a backup role or something. Where it could be like, oh, Jose comes in trying to talk big, and then Gabe, if he rolls subterfuge, could try to sneak in like, oh, and our job for the prince or whatever, or that thing with Amelia or whoever. And Jose could be like, oh, well, we aren't supposed to talk about that. I don't know. That's not how Jose sounds.
That I think works very well. Jose, like, being the head guy on a mission and then having 2 people who don't know what's going on makes it really easy to dupe people.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, Theo has a lot of subterfuge. So
I can see why.
Ah, jeez, bro. I wonder why.
big mystery here.
Now, if the thing is trying to seem impressive, Patrick has that's the whole gangrel shit.
Yeah.
It's trying to one up each other with stories. So Patrick's got that on lock, and he does have a bit of a trump card that hasn't come up in the podcast yet.
I think now's the time to play trump cards if you got them.
Now, if that's the case, could I argue an appearance roll instead of a charisma roll? Since he's gonna lean more
Appearance
heavily.
plus what?
That's the thing. I don't think it's intimidation is definitely his strong suit, but I think this would be more of a performance of how he's going about it. He's he can grandstand. That's something he's learned how to do.
He learned power poses from a TED Talk.
Yes.
Yeah, I would allow that. Yeah, appearance.
Yeah, Patrick starts to Tory power stance.
Oh.
Dude, I dabbed in my baking class the other day, and like half of the students, anyone who was my age or less, immediately turned towards me and went, "Stop." It was like everyone at once.
Damn.
Man, I'm sorry your class has so many just lame
Yeah,
people
I'm sorry
in it.
your class is
Oh.
cringe. And
Yeah.
you're the only normal
Yeah.
fetish.
Very cringe of
Very
them.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, well, okay.
No
Ready to roll?
Let's have everyone roll. State when you're done, what you rolled, what you're wanting to do with it, and then how much you rolled.
Please excuse me. Julia, may I use my friendly face, merit, because nobody here knows me.
Absolutely, you may.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Of course, I appreciate you. I gotta pull up fantasy name generator.
Give me some time.
Oh god, that was
Oh,
a
boy.
straight up Woody
Oh.
Woodpecker laugh. Also, ouch. Fucking ouch.
Before I roll, I would like to swing one kind of out there roll to make.
Mhm.
Yeah, what is it?
Can I make manipulation and streetwise work? As in, I'm kind of circling the room, hitting like a bunch of the big heads in the city, and giving them little bits of information to like pit them against each other to want to know more.
I would say yes, but you're still gonna have to make a separate, like, social actually talking roll. Like, you can pick out people,
Yeah.
but you can't use that to just talk.
Yeah, I will do the manipulation, then streetwise, and then the charisma.
Yeah, sure.
Does that make sense? Yeah, cool.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I love your little Minnesota accent. That's adorable.
Julian, you said you wanted us to state like what we were trying to do before we roll,
Yeah.
right?
Not before, just like what you're
Well,
going
just
to.
as we're saying our
Yeah, yeah.
rolls. Okay, so if we all rolled then?
I believe so. So going down. Let's start with each individual group of 3, starting with Jose first. Then.
Jose rolled 4 successes on his manipulation and streetwise to like start making a big show of hitting like each of the big harpies he can find separately. Then I failed my roll for charisma and subterfuge to kind of act like I'm doing something more important than just schmoozing around.
Okay, and then within that group, Gabe and Theo, what did you roll?
Gabe had rolled charisma plus empathy in an attempt to sort of be the guy at the club who's trying to have an earnest conversation, but it's really hard because it's a club and that's not the place for an honest conversation. And he got 1 success, which is probably on brand for that kind of thing, considering Gabe's charisma is fairly great.
He's trying.
Okay.
So he's trying to basically like connect with, have heart-to-hearts with some people, with like 1 or 2 people who seem to be by themselves, just to see if he can get to know them and figure out their motives or what makes them tick, so that he can slip in things here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Theo.
Theo rolled subterfuge, that's the word, and got a 4. And I imagine that it's more or less just going around and just like dropping like rumors, basically, kind of. I don't know. Just kind of like just trying to like update intrigue for to help set up what Jose is doing.
Okay. Then let's role play in our tabletop role playing.
Yeah.
What? Role playing?
Jose, you first run into a pretty notable harpy, Jasper Perkins. He is a venture from way, way long ago, claims to have known Abe Lincoln personally. And as you come up to him, he gives you a hearty handshake of, how are you today? What are you doing over here? You must be a new face. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
To be fair, a lot of my business is making sure my face isn't too well known. My name's Jose. I do some wet work here in the city.
Oh, so you also own a bar then? Phenomenal. I'll have to come check it out sometime. What's the name of your place?
The Last Resort. I'll make sure to let my people know that you are allowed in my domain.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. How are you doing this evening? It seems a little weird that you're here instead of tending to your own bar.
Unfortunately, my secondary occupation does take me around to keep tabs on things that are going on in this city, and given recent events, I think it's a perfect time to be doing so.
He nods and absentmindedly twirls his handlebar mustache. Very fancy. He keeps it well groomed. Now that explains why you're here then. Now, tell me, what do you got going on? What sort of hot goss, as the kids would say, as the new kids say?
Oh, bits and pieces. Mostly, and Jose's gonna be silent for a second as if he's thinking about saying something. Well, I just don't know if it's my place to start sharing quite yet. I would have to know that you wouldn't be spreading such things around. Would hate for people to get the wrong idea.
And you see, when you start pulling this is when this guy loses interest of, all well and good, no need to go blabbering, I get it, we all have our own secret little hideaway missions or whatever. He notably turns back towards his companion, who is another, once again, notable harpy here. Trisha Perry. She has long red hair and very cute little freckles. And they seem to just kind of be talking, almost completely blowing you off, Jose. So, Theo and Gabe, do you want to come in and try to support Jose here?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you going to do it?
Great question. I'm trying to think based on how, Gabe's role, what makes sense.
There was that bit we talked about earlier about Gabe walking up and saying something as that just completely blatantly as if he wasn't supposed to say that, then Jose trying to shut him down further draw interest. But I don't think that...
Right.
That definitely won't work on Jasper. I'm interested to see if that would work on the other one whose name was just told to me and I have immediately forgot.
So Gabe's gonna see that Jose is kind of struggling and his conversational partners are trying to lose engagement, and he's going to, waltz over. I'm guessing he probably hears the ending of what Jose was saying, but we have to keep these things secret or whatever. And he's gonna say, Prince don't take too kindly to folks talking about what she's up to.
Theo, do you want to do anything? Are you swinging in? Or are you going to hold back a little bit?
Meowth, that's right.
So the thing that disinterested the guy was specifically I have to keep it secret shit, right?
Yeah, trying to be edgy and secretive. It's just unfortunately Jose's whole shebang.
How much? I think Theodore is just gonna walk up and just try to do the fake whisper thing, but also it doesn't really work because they're in a club, so it goes out louder than he's meant to, but he's also intending to do it that loudly, that kind of thing, and just just straight up talking about like, hey Jose, have you figured everything out with the prince and like that kind of just like going on along that like line.
Okay, I can see that working. I will say then, when Gabe comes in, trying to say, oh, well, the prince doesn't take kindly to that, to talking about her own business, you see Trisha kind of perk up at that and go, oh my god, the prince? What's that old bag up to? She's not doing anything. Are you kidding me? Ever since she's been in office, the whole place has been a mess. And then I think that's when Theo comes in and, not so subtly, talks about, have you got that thing done with the prince? What does Theo say specifically? Anything juicy?
Is there something specifically we want to drop around about this?
Well, to be fair, one of them is a Ventru and you are a Tremere, and they tend to get along. So maybe if you bring up like the Chantry or something, it might draw Jasper back into the conversation.
Yeah, we got the thing that you need from like the Chantry. Have you like got everything like done your side with the prince? That sort of line.
Yeah, when you say that definitely draws Jasper back in a little bit, to where he's like, the prince and something about the Chantry. Interesting. You guys must be very busy. Interesting new recruits that she has going around.
Yes, she's working quite a bit with some of the new blood with her new, how should I put it, elections within the Camarilla.
Ah, yes, the elections. I've been looking forward to those. We're supposed to be holding a vote any day now, and I know we won't technically, he waves his hands very dramatically, be allowed in. We're pretty notable in society. And Trisha laughs at that, and she, like, very anime, throws back her head. Oh! Yes, exactly. Thank you. And she does lean in, especially towards you now, Theo, of like, and you're a Tremere. Wow, I cannot believe that. I mean, it makes sense, but like, wow. You must be new. I don't think I've seen you around before.
I haven't been around, no.
Well, your name might be around a bit more if things turn out all right, Mr. Theodore.
And at that, Trisha kind of nods. Theodore, that's a nice name. Like she's almost memorizing it.
Yeah, he jumped in before, then after she introduced, right? So he like turns over and he's like, oh, thank you. And he like extends a hand, of course. Like, he extends a hand and he goes like, of course. And you're?
She kind of blinks at that. Oh, well, I guess if you're new, it makes sense that you don't know me. I'm Trisha Perry. Lovely to meet you, Toreador.
It's nice to meet you. Perry. I should write that out.
Mr. Perkins, you're a Tremere, correct? Oh, sorry, a Ventru.
Yes, I'm Ventru, Tremere. Oh, as much as I appreciate the hard work they do, he like extends a hand towards Theo and shakes it as he says that. As much as I appreciate the hard work they do, I don't think that path was cut out for me. But yes, I am Ventru.
Then I was wondering what your take on the whole situation with Miss Lorel was. You seem to know quite a bit about what's going on around town. I thought you might have an opinion.
At that, he goes back to twirling his mustache, thinking, oh, well, she seems promising at the moment, but she's also very bland, and while she would get the job done, I don't think she would be a very good face for the Camarilla, especially with the prince and her whole issue with kicking out the previous one. It's not good PR in my opinion, but he shrugs. She'd get the job done.
Well, it certainly would be a bigger PR nightmare if the rumors turned out to be true.
And at that, Trisha goes in for the kill of She gives you a look, like jaw wide open. Oh my god. Rumors? What? Like I've done some digging around on these folks. And I don't think I saw anything on Amelia. She keeps her profile spotless.
Well, she might have a few more skeletons in her closet than you might think.
She leans in, almost exaggeratedly. Her hands on her chin, just like staring at you wide-eyed. You have to tell me.
Well, I may not have been there. I don't know why I said that like that. I got so into the gossip vibe.
Would.
Just drop into the gossip soda. I may not have heard this directly, but I've heard within the Chantry, she has some connections. Less than stellar, we can say.
Could you please give me a manipulation plus...
Manipulation?
Manipulation, you said.
Why did I choose misdirection as my specialty? I've never needed to use it for misdirection.
Hey, you never know when it'll come in handy.
True.
It's
But not
good to
now.
diversify your portfolio.
I really love that me and Theo have the same manipulation specialty.
They don't get along because they're too similar to each other.
They're too busy misdirecting each other.
Yeah. Manipulation plus performance or subterfuge would work well here.
Subterfuge would work very well.
Your roll is?
A whole last one. I would like to spend a willpower. And it also made me cry a little. I didn't roll like 8 whole dices, that's fine.
With your 2 successes, you see Trisha kind of get a little confused. She's like, oh, I didn't think Tremere gossiped. That's interesting. Like within the Chantry? Wow. I thought that was our specialty, and she kind of flicks her hair.
Well, it's not quite a specialty. But everyone does it.
I suppose you have a fair point. Anything else in this scene before we cut to the next group?
Just to further bring out the fact that Jose's trying to like pit people against each other a little bit. Is there a name of like a third harpy that Jose knows to like toss out as he like says goodbyes?
Yeah. Well, first off, let's get a perception plus alertness, please. Just to scan the crowd and see who you can find. Because there are a few here, but there's one that's a higher tier than the rest.
2 successes.
With 2 successes, you are able to find out on the dance floor, partying as hard as ever. No one actually knows his last name. He just kind of blew into town one day and made a splash. August, or as people have called him, Auggie.
Oh.
Auggie.
He's like peak 90s energy party kid of like sunglasses and doors, windbreaker, Heelys. I don't think Heelys were in the 90s. I just really like Heelys.
No, that's early 2000s.
I don't care. I like Heelys. He's staying.
Yeah.
It's the coolest motherfucker here, yes.
Does he have frosted tips?
Thus, Julian?
Yes,
Fuck
but
yeah.
the thing is that there's a rumor going around that since he was embraced before he got them, he does them every night.
Damn.
The coolest
Phenomenal.
motherfucker
No one knows if that's
here.
true or not.
He's the coolest motherfucker here.
Does he have a chain on his pants?
Yes, he has a chain on his pants. A very big clunky chain. On his, like, what, MC Hammer pants?
God, that's
I don't know my
You heard it here
decades.
first, folks. Julian's the only vampire among us. Oh shit! I said him.
Oh, Amogus.
We're playing Among Us.
Vampire Among Us.
Yeah. So I think Jose is going to nod, shake Jasper's hand again. Well, Mr. Perkins, Miss Perry, I'm afraid I have to cut this short, but I simply must go talk to Auggie before I leave. But please, you're always welcome at the last resort. Whether it be for work or pleasure.
They extend their gratitude and wish you a good evening.
Hey there, folks. This is Phil. I'm so excited that you're listening to this second episode back after our break, after a little hiatus. We're very excited to be back for you, and hope you enjoy it. Give us a shout out. What you hearing that you like? Maybe you'll hear more of it. Anyway, if you would like to support us, we would like for you to do that. Talk to your friends about us. Word of mouth is huge for us. Also tweet about us. Twitter is at Some Initiative. Our Instagram, you can message us or share us, is at show.someinitiative. Check out our Tumblr blog, which is show-some-initiative.tumblr.com. Remember, you can listen to our show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, and YouTube. And we would love it if you could leave a comment on the place where you listen to it, or maybe other places. If you can't leave a comment, I don't know. Does Spotify do comments? I don't think so. But leave reviews. We love that stuff. We like to read out reviews or any shout outs from cool moments that you liked from previous episodes in our little ad breaks. So if you do, you might hear your thing there. If you're looking for us anywhere else, or if you just can't remember any of those handles, you can find all of our presence at Linktree, linktr.ee/show-some-initiative. So again, give us a shout out. Let us know, what do you like? What was really cool? We love that. Also, a new one, relatively. We do have a TikTok that is Show Some Initiative, all one word. And lastly, before you head back to the episode, thank you so much for listening again.
Now we're going to slip to the other group. I would love to see you guys' notes in comparison to mine.
Oh,
It's a mess.
listen, I do this fun thing where I take notes in character, which means Patrick takes jack shit notes.
That's your excuse,
fun.
yeah.
No, listen, I had a warlock once. I had a fucking notebook full of notes, but they were all like creased. Like I wrote on top of the same notes because it was a Pact of the Old One warlock. So it was like those like Eldritch Madness kind of dealio. So I just like fucking went all out in that notebook notes. Good shit.
Nice, that's fun.
Mine are scattered between 3 different types of like notebooks.
Oh.
Oof.
I also have mine spread across 3 different
That's how
notebooks.
it is with my Endeavor stuff, honestly. I've completely lost the original session notes. But
Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter.
no, I finally condensed. I condensed what I remembered down into my regular notebook, so it's fine. Anyway, Danny, Patrick, and Erica, you guys are set loose into the Bloodhound, and you are free to start schmoozing as you wish. I will say, if you want to go tackle Auggie while the other group is tackling the other 2, or if you want to go find another smaller group of harpies, or anything really. I'm here for you, not the other way around.
But if you don't go to Auggie, I would be very sad.
Someone's gonna
Listen, someone's gotta talk to
Someone
us.
has to talk to
Auggie
So
by the end of this night.
like-
It's happening.
Just to make sure I haven't gotten a mistake in, just I need to know the cringe that I'm dealing with. This is Frosted Tips Man, right?
Yes.
Yes, this is Frosted Tips' coolest
Okay,
motherfucker in this room.
Yes, I need to make sure what kind of fucking hazard I'm dealing with. Like, all I'm saying is fucking viewing Frosted Tips should deal psychic damage.
And bold words from the man wearing a
70s
70s ass suit. It's not even a good 70s suit.
I think their conflict comes from the fact they're both very much set in one specific decade of U.S. pop
That's
culture.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we know anything about him, or can we just fucking see this man?
If you want to see if you can recall anything specific about him, probably intelligence plus politics? Can we think of anything else that would be applicable here?
Friendship.
Streetwise.
Streetwise could be good. Unfortunately, there is no friendship role.
Not yet.
So yeah, I could say intelligence plus politics or streetwise would both be applicable rules here for that second group.
Oh, sure. I will roll streetwise.
And Patrick and Erica, if you would care to as well, you're welcome to.
Has 3 successes for Danny.
It was 1 plus streetwise. Just to see if it's
Intelligence.
Oh, this is to remember this dude?
I'm going to abstain. I'm going to abstain from this roll because I have 1 intelligence and no streetwise. So I think
Smart.
I think it's smarter if I just
A
don't.
good choice.
Also, politics, if that is somehow better for Patrick.
That is somehow better for Patrick. Okay.
Really? I see.
Yeah.
Is my friendly face still applicable?
Yes, your friendly face is applicable. Well, no, actually no, because you aren't introducing yourself. You're just seeing if you remember anything. So no, not quite. Not quite.
Oh my god.
I got a success.
Oh my god.
What?
I stole it from Erica.
I mean, hey, this checks out. Erica wouldn't know anybody here.
Oh.
I'm not upset. This is just, my roles are in character.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I feel that. Okay. Patrick and Erica, what did you guys roll, please?
I rolled a 1.
And Erica rolled a very in character 0.
Delightful. I will say then, Patrick, you have a fang grasp. You might have seen Auggie around, because this man, you don't know an awful lot about him, except for the fact that he seems to be, it's less of like something he consciously entered into, and more of people are just so absolutely fascinated by this mess of a man.
Attaboy.
If that makes sense.
Oh.
Like even
Two
you,
orders.
someone with no idea of kindred society, you know Auggie.
You know, you've seen this man before.
You've seen him.
It's that one Tumblr post that was like, have you seen this man in your dreams? Everyone else have been seeing
Oh
him.
yeah. It's funny. Brief tangent. That man looks exactly like one of my exes, the like demon man. And if not exactly, like it's the face shape and the eyebrows, and it's very eerie.
Oh.
Huh.
Anyway.
Unnerving.
So then, Danny, thinking about trying to scavenge your mind for any more information you can. You know, he works relatively close-ish with all of the clans, like it's information almost. You also know, unfortunately, and somewhat expectedly, this man is a Malkavian.
I see.
Is this our first Malkavian in this in
I
SSI?
think so.
Think so?
I
believe
thought it was
so.
pronounced Machiavellian because I'm an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. You're just no.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the game plan, Mr. Danny?
I have an idea, but I'm not sure how I'd get him to do it.
Would you share?
Yeah, so Danny like turns to them. Well, thing is, right? This guy, couple of things. One, look at him. Two. He's Malkavian. And he's a Malkavian, so not exactly all there in the head. But he does work with a lot of the clans. Pretty much everyone knows him. And that means wherever he's going, pretty much everyone's looking at him.
Okay.
So a rumor that gets to him gets to everybody, at least pretty fast.
That tracks, yeah.
Especially in my idea. If he happened to say it real loud, because he has no self-control, at, say, something like a social event. And he kind of like extends his hands out to either end and like kind of gestures to the party around them.
All right.
So, I'm not sure how I'd get him. I could probably maneuver a way to do that. And like you see, like Danny kind of like taps on his chin, right? Like thinking about it, like a clawed finger. Because that would definitely help our cause a lot if, we're chatting, I'm trying to keep things on the down low, and then all of a sudden, and he like gestures back and throws his arms out. He yells, "Oh my god, you're telling me that," and he like, right.
Yeah.
He like gestures, right?
Mm.
That spread really fast. Probably spread faster if I acted like I didn't want him to do that.
Okay. That makes sense, yes.
But how to get him to do it? That is the question.
It would have to be something shocking, right?
Indeed.
Maybe get him workshop or excited, and then drop the bit of information that might get him to exclaim out loud what he wants. What do you want us to exclaim?
Maybe. The alternative is to do the opposite. And hype it up and just that's like get him real hyped up and get him to shout it himself.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully by the time he starts shouting, we slip away so people don't know it was us talking to him.
All right. Okay. Then if you've got an idea, then we can certainly follow your lead. Because I'll be honest with you, Danny, I'm back in Oregon. The only thing we need close to a thing like these are social interactions or more grandstanding than anything else. Not really a quiet talking kind of scenario.
May I ask, what kind of music is playing at this event? Like, what kind of vibe does the dance floor have?
It ranges anywhere from the few months that you've been here. Mostly country.
Oh, gross.
Tying in with a little bit of pop and rock, sometimes some slow ballads. It's a little all over the place, and anyone who is dancing is doing so at their own caution.
Oh, gosh.
The vibe of this party scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's intentional.
This is one of those kindred parties where it's like more about the status than about any sort of cohesive theme. It's basically, look at me, look what I can do. Look, I rented out this place.
Yeah. Actually, no, that gives me an idea. Is there a live performance? Is there a live performance? Is there an open mic in this room?
Oh
Yes.
my god. Holy shit.
All
Daniel.
right, I know what we have to do.
Daniel, what are we doing, Daniel?
Yeah, I think that happens. I think you see Danny like looks at the mic, right? Like for a second, and he turns around, right? I got an idea.
Okay.
What exactly does that idea entail?
All right. Yeah, he's Malkavian. He's fucking crazy. This would work. So yeah, Danny will go to like the bar, right? And
Okay.
he'll grab like a napkin, right? And he'll start like writing out, right, like a bunch of lines on the napkin.
Okay.
With like a pen, right? And then he takes it. And he'll take like also like manically, right? And then he takes it, right, and brings it back to the group, and he hands it over to show that to them, right?
Okay.
And it is a short song about how Amelia is a fucking traitor.
Oh.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
he looks over at the guy, right? Guy like that, that's like guy that dresses like that looks like he's eager to please. And given that he's a
That's what I'm saying, he's a fucking tool.
yeah. And given that he's Malkavian and is therefore often going to be prone to rash decisions, why don't we let this guy know about his obvious talent and give him a stage and a song to perform with?
Oh, I see.
A very interesting. Are you inclined to write the music?
He already did. He wrote it down on like a napkin.
You wrote the lyrics,
Oh, I'm sorry.
not the music, dude.
I didn't realize Danny could freehand musical notes.
You know, fucking, it's just fucking lyric. Like, it's fucking screaming into a mic at a fucking bar, right? He doesn't need the musical notation.
It's the musical track to Tub Thumping.
Oh, boy.
Like, bruh, I like, you don't fucking sing from sheet music in like a fucking performance. And also, we don't need him to sing good. We just need him to get up there.
True. Okay.
We just gotta hope that he's coherent.
So, time to initiate your plan.
Yeah, so I think Danny looks at it too. He says, all right, let's go up and let's all head up and start talking to him. I think I'll initiate. I'll start the. It's like I'll initiate. Well, let's just talk to him and let's just get talking to him for a bit. Then I'll put forward the idea that he should get up there.
Wait, I've got... We can't just send him up there on his own. He has to sing these lyrics, right? What if we convince him that we're the performers and we're missing our lyricist or our singer? Because if we just send him up there loose, then he's just going to do his own thing, right?
Yeah, Danny like snaps his fingers, right? Bingo. That's a great idea. All right, we'll just lead with that then.
All right.
Yeah, we're the next band that's supposed to be on stage.
but god damn it, our singer didn't show up. But he certainly looks like a good guy to replace.
At the very least, he'll think he is.
Let's hope.
Let's hope so, yes.
All right, team, let's go. And yeah, I think like, you see Dan's kind of goes from like planning mode to almost you can see like he like kind of like how to describe it. Like he tries to look as like fucking casual and dude bro as possible, like before fucking like walking up to this guy, right? Like, you know, like he's been here fucking partying for like hours or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he fucking like, you know, walks up, you know, strolls up to this guy.
Okay, I roughly practiced this dude's voice.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Let's go,
I'm
let's
ready
go,
for
let's
my
go.
role of Auggie.
Let's go.
He is currently wrapped in a conversation with the bartender, and as you approach, could you please roll me a perception plus alertness roll to see if you can catch any of this absolutely wild conversation?
Now, Julian, does hearing help here?
Yes, hearing does help
I'd
here.
say it would, yeah.
Finally.
At last.
Sorry, what was that roll?
A perception plus alertness.
Okay.
All right, that is 7 successes for Danny.
Damn.
I'm here with a tamer 6 successes because I have the eavesdropping specialization, so that 10 counts as 2.
And Erica, are you gonna attempt to roll?
And that's 1 success for Erica.
I will say then, Patrick and Danny, you guys come into this conversation and you hear Auggie talking about, dude, no, I'm telling you, I saw the future. It was whack. There's so much going on and just, dude, fire, flames, brimstone. It is lit. And while this doesn't mean anything really to Patrick, to Danny, you do kind of recognize at least some of the phrases he's throwing around seem to be symbols of Gehenna, potentially. You aren't 100% sure. This could also be this dude just being a Malkavian.
Yeah, they do be seeing the future, but they also do be crazy, though.
Exactly. So, who knows?
So who knows?
Cassandra syndrome.
Okay, so just to make 100% sure, this guy's name is Auggie, correct? I want to make sure I don't fuck that up.
Auggie.
Yeah, that's how people refer to him.
All right, yeah. So in that case, I think fucking, you know, Danny is gonna like fucking slide on the table. He's trying to speak this man's language, right?
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, as he's like going forward, like he kind of goes forward, but he also like turns to the others, right? And he like says, and he goes, "Yo!" As he like slams in, "Is that Auggie?"
Oh, hell yeah, it is, dude. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? The Augmeister's asking who the fuck I am? God damn, it is a good night. Well, my name's Danny. Nice to fucking meet you, dude. Right? And he like puts out a hand.
Oh, he 100% does that thing of handshake into hug. Oh, dude, Danny. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Thank you so much, man. Who are these two dudes? Is this dude and this dudette that you got going with you?
God.
Yeah, he like fucking like gestures him. Oh, them? Well, these two, it's like, well, these two are my bandmates. They introduce themselves if they like. Come on, guys. It's the Augmeister.
Patrick, I know, sort of goes like, "Sup, I'm Patrick." Puts out a hand. How do you do, fellow kids? Not a smooth talker that this boy, but by God, he's trying.
Erica knows she's not going to be able to, like, you know, match it to his level, so she's just going to play up her shtick.
Oh, smart.
Oh, hello there, laddie. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And she was a big, call me Erica.
Nice to meet you two. You all are in a band? Dude, that is so radical.
Hell yeah, it is, man. Well, this shit though, there ain't something that ain't so fucking radical right now. I swear to God. And he looks at the others, right? Because he's trying to play up this, right? So he looks at the other two, right? And he's like, "Is he here yet? Have you either of you two seen him? Because I swear to God, if he doesn't get here in 5 more minutes, we're kind of fucked."
Nah, I've been blowing the fucker's phone. He hasn't answered yet.
We really shouldn't have hired him. He's just not what our band needs.
Yeah, no shit. God, what the hell does... And he starts to, like, look up at Auggie. Yo. You said being in a band was radical. Well, you're a pretty radical dude, I can see. So...
Oh my God.
Given that's the score, yes, as you can hear, our fucking singer ain't showed up. Made this whole thing, brought the song and everything, and he ain't showed up for shit. And we gotta perform in, God, probably another 10-15 minutes. Look, I know we ain't nobody to ask, the Auggie. All right, you got a lot of people to talk to. I get that, but hell, if just for one song you could cover for us, being your debt.
Could I please get charisma plus... Or no, either charisma or manipulation. I feel like both of those are valid here. And I'm trying to decide on the ability. Do you have any thoughts? There are quite a few that could fit.
Yeah, like subterfuge, expression.
Yeah.
Like...
I think then manipulation plus subterfuge or charisma plus empathy here. One of the two.
So, well, no, that doesn't work. I was gonna say, I have a specialty for subterfuge called cover story, which is kind of related, but I don't think that works here.
Can I toss in with Danny for this one?
How would you try to support him?
So Eric is gonna kind of look at Auggie all like pleadingly of
Oh, it would do our small little band a world of good if such a reputation such as yourself could join in on us. And I've heard a word around town of what a talented and mesmerizing voice you have.
and if I could use my friendly face to butter that up some more.
For your role to attempt to do this, please give me charisma or manipulation plus expression. No, empathy.
Oh, thank you.
Because this is backup for Danny's lie.
That is 4 successes to back up Daniel.
And Danny, how many did you roll?
I rolled 5 successes.
Fantastic. I think with both of you combined, Auggie nods. Oh, yeah, dude. I can sing so well. What's your song? What's your setup here? I'm more than happy to help out the little guys like you. I'm all about helping out the community.
Yeah. Danny pulls out the napkin, right? And he says, that guy was supposed to bring the papers, so if he's not showing up, I had to write it down. I had to write it down myself. You don't need to read too much in it. You'll pick it up as you go along. But it is pretty edgy. But you seem like a cutting edge kind of guy.
So wait, you said that you handed them to him, right?
Yeah, I hand the note to him with the lyrics. Proposed lyrics.
Okay, he looks at it, he skims through it. And his brow furrows. You can't read his expression due to his sick-ass mirror shades. Let's see. He puts a finger to his chin. Now, dudes, I'm not opposed to sticking it to the man, but I gotta know, why are we targeting this one specific chick? What's she doing here?
Well, yeah, Daniel looks around. Well, it's not just her. I mean, come on, man, it's one song, but we do a set. Well, to be fair, I guess we only got the one song now, since I fucking didn't show up. But we run it as part of a whole set. We're really living life out on the edge here, targeting all those fucking elders that think they're gonna step on guys like us. We got a whole album. Probably make it up by next year.
Oi, it's not just her. She's just a symbol of the revolution to come.
Hey, well,
It's gonna take that long to burn all the CDs.
yeah. I think Dan looks at Erica, right, and he like, because he's got to keep in theme here, right? So he kind of like, puts like a finger up to his mouth and like kind of, gestures down. Whoa, hey, not yet.
Sorry, I'm just very passionate about my music.
I love that. Thank you. Okay, so I can get behind this. Now, what instruments do you guys play? Who's doing what here? I'm on vocals.
I do drums.
Yeah, Daniel looks up at the stage. What instruments are they playing?
There's a small but relatively classic variety of drum, guitar, bass, what else is there in rock band? Microphone,
Keyboard, maybe?
Keyboard? Yes, keyboard. Yeah. What's something that's a little out there but like cool?
A guitar.
Harmonica? I don't know.
You just have a
Electric
guitar
triangle.
is cool. We just have an electric triangle.
Electric triangle, the instrument you can play once.
You can do like electric fiddle or electric violin or something. That's a thing.
Yes, I think we're gonna go with. Yes, I love that. We're gonna go with electric fiddle because I feel like that fits the aesthetic of this place pretty well.
Fuck yeah.
Electric
So
fiddle.
you got drum, guitar, bass, keyboard, electric fiddle. Regular fiddle too. Just for good measure. Okay.
Manual fiddle.
Analog
A
fiddle.
manual transmission fiddle.
Yeah, I think what fucking Danny says too, right? Like he says, yeah, I'm on the guitar. We got this thing. We're using the place's stuff, so we'll take it off the table. We'll take it off the stage up there once that band gets down. Although something you should know is that this piece, it's kind of more like a ballad, very very vocals intensive. Big thing is that the vocals mostly go solo for the first minute or so. The idea is you go for the vocals and then we hop on, right? So you'll be going up on stage first. I hope that's good with you, man.
He nods. Yeah. I'm totally down with that. Do you think maybe we could rehearse that? I know they have extra setup in the back. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here because I've never jived with you guys before. Would that be radical with you guys?
No, it's not. Fuck.
Quick question.
At your ass.
I don't know how much.
Can Danny
No, go ahead. Go
or
ahead. Make your
Patrick
question.
play the guitar? Because I can make an argument for Erica knowing either violin or piano because of her background, but I don't have another character sheet. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, do you have points in performance?
I have one dot.
I have none.
Same.
I mean, you could argue it's 100 Gex situation where you're supposed to sound bad.
Yeah.
Yuck.
In theory, you do know someone who does play guitar. because Gabe has
Have we ever seen Gabe play guitar?
Again, that's
but
separate thing.
But
So-
how do we
knows
bring you
this.
into this though? Like without this getting
Exactly. So
Alternatively, Jose can make himself look like whoever he wants and does have 3 dots in performance.
Oh,
Oh shit, yeah.
So we could get Jose to switch places.
Yeah, no, so I think Danny seems to think on that and he says, Yeah, sure, we can use that place in the back. Here, hold on a second. And he just pulls his phone out of his pocket. I need to take this call. And he leaves and he's gonna find Jose.
Okay, yeah. It's a smallish place. You're able to find him relatively easily.
Yeah, he kind of grabs him. Yo, Jose.
Yeah. How's it going with Chumbawamba?
All I'm going well. He's gonna, scream defamation into the mic about our good friend. However, I need you to do something.
Name it.
I don't know how to play. He wants to rehearse, and I don't know how to play for shit. I need you to look like me, and go do that with him.
Got it.
And yeah, he Danny will kind of go off to the other side of the establishment, right? So that the guy, I think he'll actually, he'll try to go outside, right? He'll go outside the front area, onto the sidewalk, right? So the guy won't, see him.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Jose will start try to get to the, rehearsal area before anyone else, and then use Mask of Many Faces, or whatever the name of the ability exactly is. Let me double check on that.
Yeah, I think Mask of Many Faces is the D&D one for the Warlocks.
Yeah, that is the D&D one. Let me double check what it is for Obfuscate. It is Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Close. Too close.
Close.
What's your appearance, Danny?
2.
Okay, so then the roll doesn't change because we're the same appearance. I just have to make manipulation plus performance difficulty 7. Hope for a lot of good rolls.
Let's hope so.
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
Damn.
With a 5, I hit profound alteration. I look and sound just like Danny.
Fantastic.
He's a New Yorker now. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Let's go.
So then you get back there, get yourself all set up. And I imagine, Patrick and Erica, you escort Auggie to the back.
Yeah. I think we said something online. It's oh man, what's taking Danny so long? He may be waiting in the practice room. Let's go look for him. And Auggie, you come in and see if he follows, and we go with him.
Yeah, that's a really smart idea. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, let's go. Patrick will lead the way.
And are you guys gonna try to make any small talk with him as you guys go to the back?
I think Patrick will a little bit, just to kind of not leave the dead air as they walk.
Erica will as well.
Hell yeah. So Auggie, any interesting things to do in the city? I'm kind of new to the city. Just joined the outfit really recently, actually.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty new too. Honestly, I just kind of showed up, started doing my thing. People loved it. You just gotta do your own thing. But as for fun things to do in the city,
Here's a brochure.
I carry them with me. I print them myself. It's one of my many hobbies.
nothing so elaborate, unfortunately. He just kind of stares down at his feet as you guys are walking along. Honestly, dudes, I don't really know. My job is mostly just working with other kindred, making sure everyone's on the same page, and occasionally seeing the future. But I don't think people really super believe me on that last one. Yeah, you can see the future? What are you saying, dude?
No, I'm saying you can see the future. That's cool.
Oh,
Why, what kind of vision... Fuck. Why, what kind of visions doth beseech ye?
Dude. That was bonkers. I loved it.
I'm the group lyricist.
I can see why. Your reactions, your words, the words coming out of your mouth right now, amazing. What's some 90s slang I can throw in? Poggers. I think poggers was a thing till recently.
No, poggers.
I don't think poggers was a thing even in the setting of this game.
You're like the Tony Hawk of lyricisting.
Yeah, you're like the Tony Hawk of lyricisting. Of writing the words.
I do soar like the Antony of the Hawks.
Antony of House Hawk.
As for seeing the future, it's unfortunately mostly bad. I try to put a positive spin on it to lift people's spirits up, but it's kind of hard.
That's a bummer, dude. I'm trying so hard.
Oi, that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
The two best people for this. You guys are doing incredible.
Thank you.
So he just told you that he sees the future, but pretty much only bad shit.
Yeah, that's a thing. So you don't gotta sugarcoat it for us. We're all about that, very out there stuff. Anything you've seen recently that's interesting?
He actually looks incredibly dejected. And he turns towards you. Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, this dude has other emotions.
Damn, what? This thing has other colors?
He's the Y2K scare part of the 90s now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He turns towards you, Patrick, and it just shakes his head. Oh, I saw the death of an old friend, and just this beautiful place engulfed in flames. It was so not radical, not tubular.
Oh, that sounds awful, yeah.
I mean, I hope it doesn't come true. Sometimes they don't, but that's few and far between, especially since I've been around for a while.
So have you ever tried stopping something from coming true? Is it one of those self-fulfilling prophecies dealios, or is it more open-ended?
It seems to be a bit more open-ended, I think. I don't know, I try not to mess with the future too much unless it's something mega turbo bad. Like one time, I saw this weird freaking dragon destroying the world, but that didn't come true, so who knows what that was about. Thank you, Nick.
I'm gonna have to ask about that later.
But I think anything else?
No, I think I'm done learning about future prophecies of knowing for things. Everything.
Oi, but you got to use those flames, Augustus. You got to use the flames to fan the fire of the evolution of your soul. That's why we have music.
He looks very astonished. Dude, Dudette, you are so right. I love your energy. And I imagine at that point you guys get there. Jose is ready to start rehearsing.
Hey, sorry about that. The lyricist is finally called. He's dropping out permanently.
What?
Which fucking sucks, but for one night, we're gonna rock out with, well, I can't say that on air if you know what I'm saying. Let's get to it.
Yes. So, can I please get charisma plus performance from everyone?
Okay.
Our good friend Jose is on bass guitar. Some tasty punk bass guitar.
Erica's picking up a fiddle and praying that the spirits of her Irish ancestors will aid her.
I am spending a willpower on that.
I'm going to spend willpower ahead of time.
Yeah, let's save our willpower if you can to the actual performance.
I still have plenty of willpower, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. I forget not everyone has spent all of their willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using mine ahead of time.
Damn,
okay.
Fuck
I didn't need it.
Hell yeah.
4 successes with the willpower for Erica.
Okay, so going down the line.
4 successes.
1 success because of willpower.
4 successes because of ghosts of Irish ancestors.
Oh yeah.
And that's canon.
That's canon.
And that's canon.
Patrick, you have a bit of a rough time on drums, because even if you did drum, it might have been a bit since you last picked up the sticks.
For sure.
But everyone else, you start to jive together, and it's a surprisingly good song for being written down in a napkin in like 2 seconds.
Damn, I need to remember to give my compliments to Danny. That was actually pretty okay.
Yeah, Auggie, once everyone is settled in to their drive, is like, okay, dudes, we're fucking ready. I gotta tell you though, I don't think Amelia is gonna like this song that much. Are we sure we want to stick it to the man, especially if you don't have your whole track list?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna hold back on Sabat, on any Camarilla high-ranking motherfucker. Ignore the bit I was just saying. Let's just go out and rock.
Wait, lads, we forgot our costumes.
Julian, is there anything backstage that we could use to disguise Jose, Danny, and Patrick's faces, because we are about to go up on stage?
Erica's
already wearing her masquerade mask.
So the original idea was basically to get him to go on stage and start singing, and then we just ditch him, basically.
Still, we are going to be on stage.
Yeah, and also the thing about that is, if we ditch the man, he knows our faces, and we don't want to upset a harpy, I don't think.
Also true.
So I think running through the set masked is probably a good idea.
Is there something backstage, or can we just...
I think Jose, from the trunk of his car before when he got this, got a big chunky punk stickered up gas mask that he slips on.
Very cool.
I have a suggestion for Patrick.
I have an idea, but I want to hear Erika's suggestion.
Remember how there were animal heads mounted on the wall?
Oh, never mind my idea.
Or are you going to transform into your panther face? What was your idea?
Can you do that?
I don't know if I could do that.
I think it's just a full transformation. I don't think you can argue parts.
But just putting on an animal head, that would be pretty rad. My first idea was just taking the what's the think ruffle neck thingy.
Ascot, not Ascot.
Not the ascot, the
cravat.
Thank you.
cravat, and just like kind of like pulling it over his face.
That's pretty good.
You know how like the classic frat party thing where there's a person with a necktie around their head, that, but it's just a cravat covering his face. However, I do enjoy the animal head from a wall more if we can swing that, Julian.
Oh, absolutely. Although I will say to kind of take it apart in a not horrible, shitty manner.
Mm-hmm.
Dex plus... There's no crafting here. Oh, there's crafts?
Yeah.
Crafts?
There's
So-
just crafts.
Dex plus
Just
crafts
crafts.
to try to manipulate it.
Okay. Could I argue? You can tell me to fuck off. It's entirely valid. Survival, because Patrick has like dealt with like wild game before, so he's kind of like trying to. He's not gonna deal with like the whole like mounted blade. He's just gonna like score around the neck of the thing.
I would accept that.
Okay.
Knowledge
cool.
of how taxidermy works, I think, would help, and that does seem survival-y.
That is Dex plus survival. Standard up.
Yes.
Rolling. That's 5 successes, baby!
Okay, you're able to successfully get... What sort of animal head do you want? There's a good variety here.
Oh. I mean, I think a bear would be too in the face. I'm going for like a stag face, so like the horns are like pretty
Hell yeah.
prominent.
Yeah, you're able to whip up a pretty good mask, I suppose. And then Erica, I imagine, yes, there are some basic things backstage that are maybe a little bit tackier that you could use to hide your face.
Yeah, she already has her masquerade mask from the shop.
Okay,
Just
delightful.
gonna stick with that.
Bitchin'. So you all are going to go up on stage. Give me your for real charisma plus performance, not rehearsal. This is in front of everyone.
Yeah, there was 2 different.
I'm also pre-spending that willpower again.
Could I argue I use my eidetic memory to perfectly play back what I did before to lower the ob a little bit?
Eidetic memory, I don't...
Like my perfect memory, like the trait I have. Once again, like my good friend said, feel free to say fuck off.
I personally, granted with my experience with music, I feel free to correct me. It's more about getting your hands to do what you want versus your memory, because you can memorize what you're supposed to do, but it's
muscle memory, which is different from your...
that checks fully out.
Yeah.
Before I roll, Julian, would my concentration ability help? It says that I'd be unaffected by penalties from distracting circumstances, so like noise and strobe lights from like being on stage.
I would say yes.
Appreciate you.
Oh,
I do have a willpower for that.
okay. So going down the line, Jose,
4 again.
Patrick,
1 success. Thank you, willpower.
Erica.
1 success. The Irish ghost slapped me.
Okay, then I'll say in that case, you guys mostly end up depending on Jose and Auggie to get through this, and the crowd, it's mixed reactions. The younger crowd seems to like it, the older crowd seems a little confused, not entirely opposed. But there is like a, polite, and on some parts, like a vigorous clapping, positive response to your presentation. So way to go.
Could I add a bit of flair to?
Absolutely.
I think partway through the set, just to like help hype up the crowd. I think that 1 point of willpower is not Patrick actually playing the drums decently. Is he stands up and kind of like just like flexes and breaks his suit, like his plaid suit.
Jose's just like,
and then like just with like the deer head on top.
That's
Oh,
incredibly
hell yeah.
powerful.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Love it.
Fuck yes.
It's like, oh fuck, we're talking. He just stands up.
Yeah, during the drum solo, instead of doing a solo, you just do that. And even Auggie is impressed.
That's all we really care about.
I impressed Auggie. It's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah, so you all take leave of stage, and Auggie in the back. Dude, that was so cool. I loved it. It's been so long since I sang. And thinking back on it, he actually did have a surprisingly nice voice. He handled it really well.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna sing though, because I can't.
You're good.
So just imagine.
I mean, we're not gonna force everyone
And he-
else to
It's
play
very
instruments
nice.
either, so it's fine.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
making
yeah.
me pick up
He
a
comes
violin.
in and he comes in and gives all of you a hug. All right, guys. If there's nothing else, then I think I might just like peace out for the night.
sounds good.
Muffled from inside Patrick's deer head mask. Yeah, rock on, man. He got a bit too into it.
Hell yeah, good for him.
Hell yeah. So after that, you see Auggie peace out into the night, healing away. And
The
you
coolest motherfucker in this place, honestly.
all you all meet back up to end an eventful evening.
I think Patrick doesn't take the deer head off. He just leaves it. It's gonna be a souvenir.
Maybe don't steal from the harpy.
Okay, fair enough. I leave that. Patrick leaves the deer head behind. No fun. No fun allowed. I see how it is.
Yes, Jose, known for being real fun to hang out with.
Fair enough.
I'd love to rank who the most to least fun members of this group are. Characters, rather, but because everybody's fucking a blast.
Anything you want to do before we end for the evening and you guys go home for the day?
Well, I mean, we could check back in with each other for our statuses.
Yeah.
Yes.
See what we accomplished. Just a quick in-character talk.
Well, it was a little sloppy in execution, but I think we have a start of our rumor campaign.
Wait. Where are you, Danny? Just a sec. I thought it was Danny on stage with us. What?
Daniel, you have a doppelganger!
I think because like Patrick.
Erica brings out her gun.
Yeah, now that you sound like Jose again, like at what point did this happen?
I think the moment they like got into like a side alley outside of the thing, Jose immediately shifts back, like fucking full. What's her name from X-Men?
Mystique.
Full Mystique from X-Men of like just the disguise melting away and Jose's just standing there. Well, that went pretty well.
Oh, hi, Jose. Where's Danny? Did you?
Erica tries to punch fake Jose.
Fake Jose.
the doppel Danny.
The lessons are paying off. That almost hit me that time.
I'm sorry, I don't appreciate when people are shape-shifting into my friends.
Yeah, we did have some bad experiences with that recently.
Yeah, sorry. This is very last minute. Danny doesn't play that well, and I produce music for a third side business, so...
Yeah, Danny walks around the corner as he says, Danny doesn't play well. Damn right I don't. Good job.
Like, Mr. Almanza, one of these days we're gonna need to see that resume of yours.
I like to diversify my interests.
I see. So, you obviously know what we did. And I think all of us here just know what we did, since probably Gabe and Theo heard the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful
What did-
lyrics, Daniel.
Not exactly the most subtle of techniques, but I guess it works.
It got some info out there. What did you get up to?
A little bit of chit chat here and there. I think we found someone who's definitely going to be talking to other folks about what she heard tonight.
Yeah, the more traditional
Yeah.
gossiping,
I see.
rumors spreading.
Yeah. Toreadors love to talk.
Sorry, I hope we didn't upstage the rest of your group. But
Shut up.
Not at all. It's a nice background.
Okay, so if there's nothing else, then I imagine you all leave and go your separate ways back home for the evening. Or morning, whatever.